So you've been playing eBaseball Power Pros and are realizing it's a very different game than MLB The Show. Trust me, I know what you're going through. While this game seems like an easy, cartoonish arcade game, you probably found out that it's not. It's a well-polished, very deep, but complex game. But I want to help you get better at it. So look no further, as in this video I'm going to teach you how to get more hits and home runs. First things first. You gotta change your approach at the plate. You're probably staring at the strike zone and waiting to move your PCI, that little circle that simulates the bat, based on where the pitch is and where the indicator pops up. Now, if you're doing this, you've already lost. What you need to do is, just like baseball, read the pitch out of the pitcher's hand and try and look at the pitch indicator as your PCI in your peripheral. After the first initial second, you'll need to look at the trajectory of the pitch coming out of the pitcher's hand, and this will tell you some good first information. Does the pitch look fast? Does it look slow? Is it going to be high? Is it going to be low? Is it in or is it out? Or most importantly, do you see an exclamation point? That means that the pitcher has missed their spot and is throwing what is called a fat pitch. Sometimes these pitches go right down the middle of the plate, and you need to take advantage of those. In addition to the visual information you also get some audio cues. Some pitches make certain whooshes or pings or flings, and even some pitchers have what's called an original pitch, and you hear a very unique sound. Learning and listening to what these sound triggers are will help you understand exactly what pitch is coming. Now, once you've deduced whether the pitch is slow, fast, in, out, or an original pitch, you need to start moving your PCI cursor to that location that you think it's going to be within that first second. Now, this is key because this is the only way you're going to be able to reach pitches on the corners proactively, or else you'll just be reacting and flailing, frantically trying to move your PCI towards the pitch, swinging early or late, and even at bad pitches. After you've read the pitch, started to move your hitting cursor to the area of the zone you think it's going to be, you now must shift the attention of your eyes to the hitting zone and look for two things. Each pitch has two dead giveaways. The first is the spin of the ball and the spin rate, how fast it spins. And the second thing to look for is the size of the ball. Some pitches and pitches arsenals have different sizes. Now, I encourage you to jump into practice versus a pitcher you're having trouble with and just try and focus on the spin direction, spin rate, and the size of the ball. For example, Suzumoto's knuckleball gets really big and fat and doesn't move that much, and this simulates this notion of your eyes getting big and you really wanting to swing at that pitch. You see this a lot of times with forkballs too. They get big and then at the last second drop. Now, you can't get involved in these mind games. Once you've identified the pitch, you have to not fall into the trap of trying to follow the pitch, but rather aim your cursor to where you think the pitch is going to end up. Being able to perfect this comes with practice, and there isn't any other way around it. So jump online, play games, or warm up every day and practice for some most difficult pitchers. Now, how to hit more home runs. There are two methods that can be very effective based on how comfortable you are. First method is looking at the rating and abilities of your hitters to decide whether or not to take a power swing to the plate. Hitters like Oda and Furu have very low contact but high power, S&A, so it only makes sense to swing power every time with them. For other hitters that have high contact and high power like Sendo, you can make the choice before the pitch comes to do contact or, power. When you do this, everything I've taught you applies. It'll just be a bit more challenging because you have to hit it perfectly. The PCI will be much smaller, just barely the size of the pitch indicator. So maybe in this situation, you only want to swing at certain pitches like hanging curveballs or fastballs or whatever pitch you feel most confident in. Now, the other method is to aim to swing contact or power with every pitch by placing a finger on the X button if you're on PlayStation and along with the right bumper. You go through the same step as I've called out, but as the pitch is coming in, you'll make a snap judgment call based on if you like the pitch or not on whether to press the swing button individually to do a contact swing, or the swing button and the bumper to do a power swing. Now, this is most challenging to do, but once you're comfortable, it has the highest payoff. You're basically reacting whether to do contact or power based on the pitch as opposed to deciding whether to do it before the pitches even come. So putting it all together, following these steps. Number 1, read the speed, location, trajectory, and type of pitch out of the hand. Number 2, start moving your cursor to the area of the hitting zone based on that info. And number 3, shift the attention of your eyes to the hitting zone based off of reading the spin of the pitch, the spin rate, and the size of the ball. Number 4, then move your PCI to where the ball is going to end up, not where it currently is. And lastly, 5, press the swing button if you want contact swing or both the contact and bumper to do a power swing. Now, let me know if these tips work for you, and stay tuned for more tips on how to master eBaseball Power Pros. And until the next one, we'll see ya. Peace.